Welcome to Blonde Cards and Crafts. Let's make something together. Hello crafters, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to make a card using the Love from Lizi January 2024 card kit, and it's called Sending Sunshine. This is a beautiful kit. I've done an unboxing. You can find the link to that down in the description. There's also extra products available that you can purchase from Lizi's website that accompany or go well with this kit, and I'll leave a link to Lizi's release video down in the description as well. While you're down there, you'll also be able to find links to the subscription kits, as well as Lizi's website, to the other design team members, to my Facebook group called Your Cards and Crafts, as well as Lizi's Facebook group, and lots more down there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and make a card using this beautiful kit. Today's card is going to be a folded doors gatefold card, and I think if you've watched my last two videos using this kit, you'll get the gist that it's all about gatefolds and the doors and double doors, etc. This card is inspired by iced images. I watched a video by her about a week or two ago, and I seen this card and I loved it. Now I'm doing a different size, but I'm definitely going to leave a link to her video down below in the description, and all credit goes to her for this card. Like I said, my size is going to be different. I'm going to do a 6x6 double folded doors gatefold card. Yeah, and I'm using the green card from my stash. This is Lidl's card. It's about 280 GSM for this card. So I'm going to start with our card base, and I have deconstructed this into 3 pieces because I think it'll be easier, if you're using letter size or A4 size cardstock. So this piece measures 6x6. Then I have 2 pieces measuring 6.5 by 6. On these 2 pieces, I'm scoring at 1/2 inch and 3.5, and they're going to give us our double gatefold doors. Okay, on top of those then I have some white cardstock and I have some pattern paper. So first of all, you'll need 2 pieces of white cardstock measuring 5.5 by 5 3/4, and I've scored these at 2 3/4. So you'll want 2 of those. And then I have a piece of cardstock measuring 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. And I also have 2 pieces of cardstock measuring 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. So that's our white cardstock. Then I have some pattern paper. And because we get 1 sheet of each pattern, I've used 3 sheets of pattern paper on this. So altogether, you want 6 pieces measuring 2.5 by 5.5. And what I've done is I've cut these so that they are, they join. Now these will go on the gatefold doors. So when the gatefolds are open, they're like this, but when the gatefolds are closed, it completes the image. You don't have to do this. I think it's more pleasing to the eye, but it really is up to yourself. And like I said, I have 6 pieces of pattern paper. I also have some ephemera from the kit. We got ephemera, we got stickers, and I have taken some here. This is going to be my focal point in my card. And these are just extras to remind you, to let you know that, you can embellish using the ephemera. I've also got some gems from the kit. We got these large ones and we got smaller ones, so I'm going to embellish with gems. And then I've also taken something from my stash. I want to put the numbers 21 on my card because this is going to be a 21st birthday card. And for my numbers, I've used this. Lizi has some dies. They're floral letters and numbers dies. The letters are these ones here that you can see, and they go from A to Z. And then you can see I have the rest of the alphabet here. And then our numbers go from 1 to 10, as in the 0 in the 10. So I have taken these, I have links to these down in the description down below. I got the 2 sets from Lizi, but for this I'm just using the numbers. So these are the numbers I'm using. I'm using the numbers 21. I have them on some gold cardstock. We also got some yellow fun foam, and what I did was, using double-sided tape, I stuck that onto the back of my gold cardstock. That way my numbers will have a little bit of dimension, not a lot, just a little. There are no shadow dies to go with these, so what I did was I took my die and I took some of the green cardstock that I've used for my base, and I took a pencil and I drew around my number, and then I took my Fiskars soft grip scissors that I love for fussy cutting, and I fussy cut around the number 2 and the number 1, and you can see those both there. And I'll be honest, it didn't take me long at all to fussy cut these out. About, I don't know, 40 seconds, maybe a minute. Like, it was no hardship to cut them out at all. I would recommend when you're fussy cutting that you have a good light above you so you can see the outline you're cutting. Take your time when you're fussy cutting, and that way you can follow the lines nicely. And when you're fussy cutting, don't move the scissors, move the paper. So you're squeezing your scissors to close, but you're actually moving the paper as you do that. And you'll find that you'll do a grand job on your cutting. Take your time, try and follow the lines if you do have these, but you can do this trick for any die that you want to have a shadow around. So it'll be lovely because I'll have the numbers will be up on a bit of foam, and then they'll sit nicely onto my cut shadowed piece just like that. And then this is going to go onto my white cardstock that'll be in the center of our piece, and I think that looks really lovely. I haven't had a chance to use these yet in a video. I have used them a couple of times on cards, other cards that I've made, but I do love them. And I love the fact that the little flowers, they actually pop out the centers of them. So you can pop them out if you like, and you can use them to embellish around your card, or you can leave them in, whatever you like yourself. So that's the special numbers that I'm going to be using on my card. And then finally, I'm going to stamp a sentiment on my card. I'm going to, again, because it's a birthday card, I'm going to put sending sunshine wishes for your birthday. And you'll see that I've used this on my previous 2 cards. I'm also going to be using a stamp set from my stash, because we have hidden doors on our card and I want 2 long sentiments. So I'm going to use the happy birthday here and the big birthday, big number, big card. Like I said, I'll leave links to everything down below, but you can use whatever you have in your stash. You can use a number of stamped sentiments to give a longer verse if you want as well. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take this away. We're going to assemble our card base. Then I'm going to do some stamping, and then we'll do some assembling of our card. So let's go ahead and do that now. So now we have our 2 pieces with our score lines, and we want to bend one into a valley and one into a mountain. And I'm going to do that again on the other side. I'm going to do one as a mountain and one as a valley. And that way then we can have our gatefold doors so that they're closing in. So I'll just get these back the right way. Now, So we have our mountain, our valley, and our mountain. And they are going to sit on there like that. Now, if you're ever doing this and you close them and you're finding that your doors don't close over, then take a little bit off this piece. Just take a skim of a little bit off, and that'll help your doors to close over. It's because the bulk with the score lines that sometimes they don't close properly. So don't worry, we'll pop that back in there now, and we'll pop this one back in here. And you can see there now my doors are closing a bit better. So I need to take another skim off. And I'm doing a little at a time rather than doing a big chunk, because I don't want to take too much off, because then our doors won't close properly at all. So I've taken another little bit off there. I'll pop that one on there. And now you can see our doors are closing there. Lovely. So if ever you're doing a deconstructed gatefold card or one like this, just take a little skim off until you're happy with that. Then take your piece that's to go on there and make sure that it fits properly on top. And if there's any problems, you can always take a little skim off this as well. We're not putting any pattern paper on this, so this will work nicely. And I'm going to take a little skim off this one as well to make up for the little that I took off the other side too. So I'll take a little bit, and you can see there what I mean by a little skim. It's probably 1/16 of an inch wide is all it is. But I want my border going around the four sides here that you can see in green. I want them to be more or less, you know, the same. So there we go. Take a little skim off your white piece and a little skim off your green piece if you find that your doors aren't closing. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue the 2 tabs onto this piece. And then I'm going to add some of my pattern paper, etc. to these. So I'm going to speed through this a little bit and play some music in the background while I do that. So now I have my green panels adhered, so my card base is ready. I've put on these side panels with the white and the floral paper. This large panel is going to go in the middle here, and then these 2 white pieces that have the score down the middle, they will fold over. They're going to go on here like so. So we're going to stamp a message in here, and we're going to stamp the other message in here, and then we'll stamp our sunshine message in here. So I'm going to do that next, and then we'll come back to assembling the rest of the card. Okay, so I have my sending sunshine wishes here, and I'm just going to move that over so that it can dry. I don't want to smear that. And next we're going to look at these 2 doors. So you can see one of them has the mountain fold here to the left, and the other one has it to the right. So I want to stamp a sentiment here and here. So I'm going to move this one out of the way. I'm going to lay this one flat, and I know I want to stamp on this, the right hand side panel. So I'm going to pop this up into my stamping platform, and I'm going to stamp on that side. So again, you can see that I have my stamp sentiment for this one on this side, and I have my stamp ready to go for this one on this side. So again, make sure you get it on the right side. So now we have all our stamping done. It's just a matter of assembling our card now. So let's go ahead and do that together. So here's a little cheat for you. You could see me quickly fussy cutting this piece. I want to add that in here, and I have some of these leaves that I can add as well if I want to. But if you want to use a piece of ephemera and you have little bits on it, then take a white gel pen. I'll just move this up a little bit. And then if you go round where your pieces are that you want to be white, then just fill in. And I'll tell you honestly, anyone who's looking at that won't even notice where you have it filled in, and it just cleans it up a little bit for you. And these are the little finishing touches that I like to do when I'm hiding stuff like that. So no one will even know that I cut that out and that it's, you know, it wasn't meant to be like that for a start. No one's even going to know that. They'll just look at that and think, oh, that's a lovely little piece of ephemera. So just make sure that your gel pen dries before you go sticking your fingers in it like I've just done. And then you can pop that down. Now I can pop that in there and it's not interfering with the happy, and I can add some of the extra little pieces of ephemera that came. I can add them into it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue this down in the middle and a little to the sides. And again, I'm using the collal glue because it'll give me a bit of wiggle room. And it'll allow me then to tuck the little pieces underneath, so I can add to this. I can stick this under and bring it under there like that. And then if I want, I can add another little piece to under here. But I think I actually like that the way it is. So I'm not going to add anything to it. Just put it where I want it. Make sure the little door closes over. It does. So I can add a little bit more glue now to that. I'm not going to add anything under it, but you could build up the floral piece if you wanted doing that. So now I can tuck that into that corner. And then I'm going to add my two little I'm going to add the two little leaves down here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to join them then with a little glue gem. So I'll put that one there. We could have cut a little strip of the pattern paper and embellished it like that, but I think this will be lovely. And then we can take one of the large gems, and I'm going to add a little drop of glue, quick grab glue there. That way I can add one of my larger gems to that, and I'll be sure then that it's going to stick down between the two and be held in place once that glue dries. I'm going to do the same for these two. I'm going to glue these both down. So here we are with our finished card, and you can see there's not really a whole lot of bulk to it. I didn't use any foam or anything. The only thing I put in there was gems. So this should go into a 6x6 envelope, or handmade envelope, or a ready-bought ready-made envelope if your envelopes are a little bigger than 6x6. This should fit into an envelope. You could put it into a box. I'm going to put this into a handmade box similar to what I made in the previous card. And yeah, so here's the finished card, and I love it. We have our gatefold, which sits like so, but then we have these two hidden panels, and you can see here I did a lot of extra embellishing using the ephemera because it's there, so why not? Using the gems, I put a little bit of glossy accents on my little donkey's eyes, so they have a little bit of a sheen. You can see it there, and I love this card. It is a real mantle pleaser. You know, you can have it sit like so, or you can have it sit out like that. There's lots of room in the back. If you put white panels on the back here, you could have this as an office card, you know, for everyone to sign. It's such a nice big one, and you can use whatever you have in your stash if you don't have this kit. So that's it, friends. I'm going to leave it there. I hope you've enjoyed my video. Don't forget, if you click the more button down in the description, there's links down there to Lizi's subscriptions, to her website, to the products I've used, to the other design team members, to our Facebook groups, and to everything else. Just have a look in the description. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and ding the bell so you'll be notified next time I post another video. And I'm sure there'll be more using this kit. There's lots left over, but I will be bringing you another video soon. So until then, folks, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.